Oh, it's good to see so many great faces, growing faces.
It is going to
Yeah.
be a fun evening, everyone. I have been waiting for this one about marketing, since we started envisioning this. We have so many awesome things lined up for you tonight. Hey, Brian, how the heck is it, man?
Doing awesome. I hope everybody is doing awesome. You got to be seen. This is a great one, Jody. This is about marketing. You got to make yourself attractive. I got to make myself attractive every day. And it's not an easy job. Y'all know that. Y'all get it. But it is. We're going to have a great evening tonight. We want people to share.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, guess what, Brian? I just dropped into the chat the Let's Grow background, the virtual background you see behind so many of us. Feel free to download that and use it not only on these calls, but when you're on other virtual calls to remind people that we're focused on growing and providing more members so we get more service. The other thing I dropped in the chat is the participant notes for this evening. You all should have received it via an email earlier this afternoon, but just in case you didn't see that yet, there it is for you as well to download. So you should be all ready to go. Hey, and one last reminder before we get started. Everything you're going to see tonight is going to be available to you after the fact in a resource folder. So you do not have to worry about grabbing screenshots if you don't want to. You don't have to worry about missing something because you want to be able to share it later. We're going to get it to you in a way that it's quick and easy for you to access 24/7 whenever you need it. So with that, I think, Brian, I think it's actually, oh my God, it's playing the Ansible marching song again. You guys are so welcome. The song after that is for my grandson who loves Lenny Pierce. So it's an EDM version of Lenny Pierce. Oh my
Well, it
goodness,
beats Baby Shark.
awesome. Hey Brian, guess what? I
Let's,
think
Jody.
we're ready to go.
Well, let's get going here. Let's have everybody. This is going to be a great night, you guys. I welcome everybody back. It's so great. Let's go, team. Today, session number 3 is all about action, and I want you to feel this deep in your bones. You get that chill out of your bones. So today is not about thinking or planning. It's about doing. That's right. It's action time. In fact, on the count of 3, if you know me, I want everybody to give me your best action pose. Okay? Strike it like you mean it. Get crazy. I don't care if you're in your robe. I don't care if you have your slippers on. I don't care. Turn your camera on if you want to. So 1, 2, and we want a lot of pictures. 1, 2, 3, action. Shift. New one. Yes, beautiful. Everybody. Someone's got to snap that picture in the script. We're freezing this moment of momentum because that's what this is. This is momentum. So, because let me tell you, this is only the one way we're going to launch new clubs. There's one way we're going to grow existing clubs and serve more people in our communities, and that's through action. That's why I'm saying tonight is about action. Not someday, not we should do this, but today. That's a fact, Jack. We need to take action now, each and every one of you. And that's why we're here. As we keep moving through this growth series, evolve what you can, build what you need, steal what you want, make it fit you. That is your action. And we want everybody to take that action. Evolve what you can, build what you need to, but take action. Take action today. I'll even let you take action tomorrow. Think about it tonight, incubate it. This session is where we take growth from a feel good conversation to a repeatable and a powerful habit. This is something we have to think of all the time because here's the truth. When your club is easier to find, it's easier to volunteer with, isn't it? It's easier to join when you do a good job of marketing and let the world know what you're doing. You know, my dad used to say, children should be seen and not heard. Anybody else's dad or mom say that? Children should be seen and not heard. Anyway, I think I was probably always a little loud and a little bit high strung, and that's what he told me. But let me tell you something loud and clear. Lions must be seen. Lions must be heard. Shout it out, even when you get exhausted. So in the next 30 minutes, We're handing you simple, effective, an effective system. We're going to hand you a playbook to help your club. We're going to help your club get noticed. We're going to help your club bring in more hands for service because that's where we grow. We're going to help your club grow membership in a way that's authentic, a way that's joyful, and never in a pushy manner. And hey, we're making it easier. We're launching a brand new social media kit library. Aren't you glad you came today? That's right. It's packed with plug and play content, pre made graphics, and ready to roll posts all ready for you. No blank screens, no guessing, just momentum. Easy to do, a quick roadmap. We're going to show you exactly where this fits into your growth strategy. So every step connects to your club's future because together, say it with me, together we can. So let's roll up our sleeves and let's make this happen. We got to continue to grow, we got to continue to expand. So we've been building real momentum, you guys, session by session, step by step. And today we're going to hit step number 5, which is PR and marketing. Let me tell you, this is the accelerator, marketing. We've already covered number 1, build your team, ranking your opportunities, developing plans for each one, getting ready. But marketing, this is where your message gets a megaphone. This is where you got to shout it loud and proud. This is how your community finds you, how they hear you, how they join you, and they know what you are about. Because when you nail visibility, recruiting becomes easier. When you are visible, partnerships come faster. And your projects, they get more hands and they get more heart to help you. So, and that's how we're going to grow. Let people know this is not the same club that they saw 100 years ago or 50 years ago. This isn't the same club that their grandfather belonged to, not even 5 years ago. We've evolved, we have changed, and we need them. We need you guys. We need everybody in your community. So let's shine the spotlight on your club and show the world the joy of service. You're not invisible, you are essential. So let's make some noise, make some connections, and let's make a great day for somebody else while we're at it too, okay? Now let's roll right into a message from our guy. He is President-elect, the Lion King, our CRO, which is Chief Roaring Officer, Mark Lyon. You're going to love this. So let's go. Here is Sir's Roars a Lot, Mark Lyon. Mark, give us the message.
Greetings, everybody. It's International First Vice President Mark Lyon, ready for the 3rd session hosted by Lions USA on growth workshops. This is a really, really important one and one that's near and dear to my heart because today we're going to be talking about marketing and PR, public relations. Sharing the message of who we are is critical. Across CA1, we do a really good job of promoting at the local level, but we know that there are new methods and technology that we can incorporate into our marketing and branding efforts that will make a huge difference in how we communicate what we do as Lions. It's really, really important that we stay on the edge of the newest technologies, and we know that there's so much out there. We know that we have a great marketing team that is working within Constitutional Area 1 to help promote these new ideas, kind of take that fear away from jumping into some of these new ways of doing things, like using artificial intelligence, like expanding your social media footprint. There's just more and more opportunities out there for us every day, and our Lions need to take advantage of that. And a lot of that is about learning too. We're not all marketing experts. I'm not a marketing expert, but I think it's so important for all of us to be able to share this common message of why we serve. Our association and its proud history speaks for itself, but it could always use a little boost, and it could always use us to share that message of why it's so important in the communities where we live and where we serve. So take advantage of this opportunity today to learn some new techniques about marketing and branding and how to use PR. We're going to talk about ways that our Alliance leaders have seen opportunities to grow and expand the branding and networking that we're doing, using unique marketing tools, using things that are available to all of you. We want to make sure that you understand that these are not things that are going to break the bank. These are simple tools that are available online in free formats that will help you to do a great job in communicating what's going on at the local level and what's going on at the district and multiple district level as well. So it's important for CA1 Lions to continue to talk about marketing and branding. Again, there's a great team that's going to lead you through this session today, hosted by Lions USA, of course, because we're all here to make the Lions in CA1 even more strong, even more impactful in their service, and even more connected with each other, because that's what another thing that marketing helps us to do, is it helps us to share that common messaging that keeps us together talking about the same important activities that our Lions are doing. So pay attention. Make sure you take lots of notes and write things down and share them with your club members so that they know that they can be a part of this amazing marketing and branding and PR journey as well. I hope you have a great time. Make sure you share this with social media. Make sure you share it with your Lions. Can't enforce that enough with you. So we need to communicate this through to the club level so that they can continue to learn and grow and prosper in the days ahead. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Take good care. Enjoy the session today. Bye-bye.
Wow, thank you, First Vice President Mark, for the inspiration. President-elect Mark says it's all about opportunity. And what do we do with opportunity? You take advantage of it, but when it comes to new clubs and rejuvenating our club, we need to make the opportunity. If the opportunity isn't there, you have to make it. Don't wait for somebody else to make the opportunity. You make the opportunity for a new club. You make an opportunity to help your club grow. Are you with me? Are you going to take action? Give me a yip yo in the chat if you're going to take action, because that's what we have to do. That means you are excited to do it. Now, here's the takeaway for today, you guys. The service is already happening. Marketing. Marketing just helps more people find it and join in. It's not look at us, it's come help us. That's what we're looking for. And we get that right. The community starts to see Lions as the people who get things done. That's what we do. We get things done. Before we get to the curriculum, we've got a few housekeeping items that we want to talk about as well. Jody?
We sure do, Brian. So let's get right at it. Let's talk about how we're going to operate tonight so we can keep it smooth with such a large crowd. So again, this week, your audio is muted. The chat is your voice to ask questions, make comments, get some quick responses. Our moderators are working in the chat very hard. They worked awesome last time and they're here again. Moderators all have a 1 in front of their name, so you'll know what's coming. The answers that you're getting are coming from one of our trained team here to help support you throughout this call. A note on questions. So we again at the end of the session are going to have a Q&A session for you to ask any marketing questions you've got. To make that easier, if you can, please look in the participants and you'll find a participant named Questions. That Questions is Lion Carrie Parker, and she is going to be handling and drawing in the questions from all of you throughout the event to be able to ask our panel later on. If you drop them in the chat, it's okay. We've got other moderators watching that and handling that as well, so we'll make sure we get all your questions captured. And if the chat is flying way too fast, don't stress. Just respond when you see a prompt. Now, let me make this a little easier. I already dropped the resources in the chat once for you this afternoon or this evening, so you don't have to screenshot your life away. They'll again be available for you after the session is done right away, so you can get every slide, you can get every piece of content, every resource that we're sharing tonight available to you right away. And then one more key point here for you all. Speaking of those resources, let's get it to change the page here. As you've been with us during the first 2 sessions, you know this. We have source files for each of the 2 areas we're looking to do, evolving what you can and building what you need. These sources come directly from Lions Clubs International. We aren't going to read them to you. We are sharing them with you here, and we will encourage you to use them to follow the process as Lions Clubs International lays them out. So right now you'll see on the screen, there's a QR code there, and there's also the Let's Grow Materials, the bit.ly Let's Grow Materials link. You can go ahead and drop in there to find all the links and resources for tonight and from the previous 2 sessions and ready to go. We are also going to email that link out and the resources after tonight's session, so you've got it all in your inbox as well. So you have a lot of ways to keep caught up and get these details and get these resources that are so needed for you to be able to be successful, excuse me. So with all of that, this should give you the opportunity to stay present because you're getting those tools afterwards. So you don't have to worry about taking a ton of notes. Take the notes of what you're going to need to act on immediately or questions you might have. So Brian, with that, let's go back and let's take a look at how their assignments went after the last session.
All right, cool, Jody. And we're just going to do a very friendly check-in, just kind of a refresher of kind of what we had done in the other sessions as well. Now, don't tighten up. This isn't a test. It's not a tool. We're not going to have a pass or fail. Just a quick moment to pause and reflect and keep building that growth muscle. Keep talking about what we've talked in the past so it sticks with you a little bit too. So last session, we gave you 2 real-life actions to try. Use the what, the why, and the how method. Invite a neighbor to serve with you. The other one was hold a mini asset mapping session. Just 60 minutes with maybe 2 or 3 lions or Leos to map out your community doers, who the partners are, who's going to work with you. Now it's time for your inviting check-in. Remember we talked about inviting, not recruiting? Drop this in the chat. I want you to put in red, yellow, or green, or R, or Y, or G, and one word, or maybe a couple of words. Like, as an example, red, haven't started yet. No big deal. Or yellow, I started, but I got stuck. I didn't know what to do next. Or green, did it. Or green, and it's scheduled. Okay, so examples, green plus scheduled, yellow plus nervous, red plus forgot. Whatever your color, share it honestly because we want to know where people are at because that helps us help you. The more we know about the barriers, the more we know about the obstacles, the more that our global action team area and vice area leaders can jump in and bring that unstuck magic. How can we get you unstuck? And hey, if you're red, you're not behind. You're just honest. And honest is fixable. We can fix that. So, why does this matter? Because inviting only works when people already see you in action. It's about visibility. Visibility fuels multiple connections. Everybody wants to belong to a good thing. Isn't that a fact? Because people having fun and making an impact, that's what we're building. That's what makes the lion spirit unstoppable. Create that opportunity for somebody else. So let's light it up. Let's light it up, chat fam. Drop those colors and words in the chat right now. Then we're handing the mic back to Jody for today's powerful session. Jody?
Hey, Brian, I don't know if you're seeing the chat, but it's awesome to see so many people that are just sharing what's been going on and give us the opportunity to help them because we are here. We're not here. We're here to share information with you, but we want to make sure you have the support you need to be successful. So with that, I am really excited to do this next little exercise. Keep dropping those in the chat, and we will be following up, and I think Brian said this, but we will also be sharing with the GAT area leaders and vice area leaders. Those of you that are asking for help can look for a response from them and or a member from our marketing team, depending on what your questions are or where you're stuck. So let's move on to the next piece. And this is really what it's all about today. I want you to grab your phone right now. Your phone. Everyone's got one. I don't know that very few people don't have them sitting next to them on a regular basis anymore, it seems. And we're going to do a 10-minute reality check. I want you to quickly open up your phone and I want you to go to whatever your internet browser is, whether it's Safari or Chrome, whatever it is that you use to get to the internet. And when you get there, go in the search bar and type in your club name, usually the name of your town and Lions Club. And if your club name is common, add your state. So like I'm from the Madison Central Lions. So I'm going to need to say Madison Central Lions, Wisconsin. Go ahead and then hit enter and take a look at what shows up. I want you to scroll through the list that's there until you find your club. As you're doing that, I'm going to ask you a couple of questions. What do you see? Are you seeing a page with photos? Are you seeing recent posts, a way to get involved? Or are you seeing nothing? Or even worse, are you seeing a page that looks like it got abandoned in 2019, whether it's a social media page or a website? And that matters because that's not just a search result. Put your phone down for a second because I need you to hear this clearly. The reason this matters is that's not just a search result. That's your first impression. That's what your neighbors see when they get curious. And curiosity is the moment we either win them or lose them. If they can't find you, they can't join you. They can't volunteer with you. They can't partner with you. Because people don't ask first anymore. They search first. They Google you. They check social media. And in 2 clicks, 10 seconds, they've made a decision. They're deciding, does this club feel real, active, welcoming? Do I see something I can jump into? Or do I keep scrolling till I find someone that does? That's what our focus is on tonight, getting you visible. And one quick thing before we get into the how here in a moment. Tonight, we're going to use Facebook as our main example. Yeah, we know younger people are spending more time on other platforms. That's real. But here's why Facebook matters tonight. Most clubs aren't stuck because they picked the wrong platform. They're stuck because they don't have a public active presence anywhere. This session is about getting you unstuck fast. And the fundamentals that we're going to teach you for Facebook work on every platform. Sharing clear info, real photos, consistent posts, real projects, real volunteer opportunities, and one easy next step. It doesn't matter what social media platform you're on, that's the key to success. But tonight we're going to start with Facebook, not because it's perfect, but because it's the simplest lane for our seasoned members to actually use and keep up with. And even if a younger volunteer never opens Facebook, they'll still Google you and an active page tells them, yep, those lions are real, those lions are active. So we're not overthinking platforms tonight. We're taking control of what people see when they look you up. Because whatever shows up first, that's the invitation. And hear this, if you don't have a club Facebook page yet or other social media presence, don't stress about it. We've got a simple plain language setup checklist that's in those session resources that will walk you through how to set up a Facebook page. Hey, Brian, so this is our starting point. We know how we are appearing. We know what people are seeing. Take us into the foundation next of what it takes to do good club marketing.
Well, thank you, Jody, and thank you for getting us unstuck. That's what we got to do. This is where we got to start. So, all right, Lions, a little bit of real talk here. So let's clear the air. Marketing isn't magic, but it is something we have to have. It can't turn that, you like that? We can't turn that project into something people care about. And it sure can't market a project that doesn't even exist. If it's not there, there's nothing we can do about it. You can't shine a spotlight on nothing. And that's just a fact, Jack. And here's the great news. Lions are already awesome at what matters most. We do so much, you guys, but we don't let people know what we do. Real needs, real impact, real people, and real service. Great marketing starts with great projects like that pop-up kindness table you see here. Free coffee, snacks, and smiles. Those are free. That's a story that's worth sharing. If your club is in a quiet season, that's okay. No shame. Just start with one small project that fits your members, that fits your town, that fits your heartbeat. Because once you've got that real world action, then the magic can happen. That's what today is about. Learning how to make your service visible. And that's where growth comes from. You know it. We all know that. And it's easy to join them. All right, Jody, take us into the mindset shift. Let's roll.
Awesome, Brian. So this entire series is all about small shifts that can make a big difference. And here's another one. We keep inviting people to serve, and I'm saying this with love, That word just doesn't work for a lot of today's volunteers because serve can sound like an obligation, something you get assigned, a long term commitment, or something you do for an organization. That language made sense for a very long time, but it really just doesn't match with how a lot of people volunteer today. Because people don't usually say, hey, I'm looking to serve. They say, hey, I can volunteer. Because volunteer sounds like a choice. Flexible involvement, helping when and how they can, jumping into something meaningful. So, this is a key update going from our old school to a modern approach. Old school was come serve, modern is come volunteer with us. It's the same impact, just a better invitation for today's volunteers. And when you use that terminology, you feel it immediately. Oftentimes, when we say serve, you'll notice a bit of a hesitation. But when we say volunteer, people literally will lean in because they want to help and they want to make a difference. And one more thing, we didn't just stop with one word, serve to volunteer. We pulled together a list of a whole bunch of other liony type terms that need a refresh for today's volunteers. And that's included in those follow up resources we've talked about for you. So you're going to have a cheat sheet you can actually use when you're writing posts or inviting someone. And I'm going to tell you what, I struggle with this myself. I have these words in my head I don't want to say. I don't want to say serve, I want to say volunteer. And we all slip. Again, this is not about perfection. It's about building momentum, learning and making it part of who I am and who you are. So that we talk about Lions and how great it is to be a volunteer with Lions, it truly hits home and has the impact we hope it will. So once your language feels welcoming, there's another major mind shift, and that is it's not marketing, it's sharing. Brian, you want to cover that for us?
Yeah, I've been watching a few of the posts in the chat there, Jody. People have some great things that they're marketing. Now, Lions, it's time to do a little bit of a mindset shift. And this one's a game changer. Let's call it out. This isn't marketing. This is not marketing we're doing, it's sharing. And yes, there's a big difference between marketing and sharing. Sharing is the easy. Marketing can sound like you're selling something, or maybe you're begging, or maybe you're bragging, which is okay. But sharing, when you share, that's what comes from the heart. That's purpose. That's Lion's energy. Here's what sharing really looks like. You are simply saying, here's what we're doing. You are inviting folks. Do you want to help? Do you want to join us? You are showing impact. Here's who we served. Here's what we changed. You are making it easy for people to say yes. When you go out and give them that invitation, they can say, yeah, I've seen the great things you're doing in our community. Yes, I want to be a part of that. Thank you for inviting me. Because when people see real community moments, they feel something. And when they feel it, they want to be a part of it. Everybody wants to be a part of something good. They want to jump on that bandwagon. Now, let's be clear on what sharing is not. It's not just posting random stuff just because you need to post something. We haven't updated our page in a while. It's not talking in acronyms like everybody already speaks Lion, like GAT, PID, zone chair, past president, whatever EIEIO. It's not waiting until the event is over and saying, look what we did here. If a post helps a regular human understand what's happening and how they can help, then you nailed it. That's not marketing. That's a connection. We're making connections here. Pre-event. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it human. And let's keep it moving. Jody, take us into the simple system that makes this easy.
I would love to, Brian. So, first of all, I want you all to take a breath because it's important that you hear this. You don't have to post every day, but there's some minimums we're going to suggest you take into account as you're looking to get your Facebook page and your social media presence active. We're going to start talking about how you handle a project. And this is the minimum effective dose of posts for a project. So we're suggesting 3 posts per project. There's a before post that has the invite. There's a during post that's proof of what you're doing. And then there's an after post that is showing the impact of what you did. And here's the rule that changes everything. You have to post publicly so the community can find you. So what does that mean? It means if your post is only visible to members, it might feel good, but it won't grow anything. That goes back to what Brian was just talking about. We've got to stop talking to ourselves on our public platforms. Talking about the district governor showed up at our club meeting to tell us about this, that, or the other thing and gave out a Melvin Jones fellowship doesn't mean anything to our neighbors because they don't know our internal speak. So making sure that you're putting language in your posts that fits the external audience you're trying to reach is vital. And here's one other important add-on. Posting is only half the game. The other half of the game is called engagement. Your page grows when you behave like a real community account, not a bulletin board. So we're going to encourage you to create some habits, to follow and regularly like, comment, and share posts from key Lion entities and local partners, like your district and multi-district pages, LCIF, your local charity, Lion charities, nearby clubs, city and community pages, and partners you serve alongside. That's how you build your connections in your community, by sharing and posting alongside them and supporting them as well. So your goal is going to be every week, regardless of whether you have a project or not, to post 1 to 3 posts, public posts per week, talking to your neighbors about what it is Lions do, whether it's sharing out something from a partner, sharing it out from a local Lions charity, whatever it might be. And then the second piece is take 10 minutes a couple times a week and engage with those partners. Get on their social media pages, like and comment, share out whatever they're sharing. These are the keys with the 3 posts per project and then making sure you're engaging. We're going to go a little deeper into those 3 posts and what they actually look like to give you a real idea of what we're asking you to do. Brian, you want to get us started with the before post?
Absolutely, Jody. Let's go, Lions. And we're talking about the before moment. Here's where you can grow. Here is where you invite people to help you. This is the growth part. This is why we're doing these sessions. Before you invite the public to help, you've got to make it easy for them to say yes. That means give them the details, show them the vibe, and invite them into something that's real. When you post before a project, make it an invitation, not just an announcement. You're just not announcing it, but you want to invite all the people that you can and set your projects up so you can take a lot of people to help within your community. Make sure you include what's happening. When is this going to happen and where is it going to happen? Don't forget that. How someone can help and a link or a contact so that they can jump in. And please use a photo of lions serving with hearts and especially smiles. Not a meeting room, not a whiteboard. Make sure you show the joy and share that joy of being a lion. That's the type of picture you want. Simple project descriptions equal big wins. Pack a weekend. Pack a weekend meals for kids. Clean up the river trail. Collect coats for families. Maybe try this post. Hey, neighbors, our Lions are doing a park cleanup this Saturday from 9 to 11 at the Bird Island Park because we want a safer, cleaner space for our families. Want to help for an hour? Comment or message us and we'll send you the details. We'll send you more information. Now it's your turn. In the chat, I want you to type your next project in like 5 words. Example, food drive, February 10th morning. Or maybe coats for kids, December 3rd. Next up, during the project, we shift from invite to proof. Jody, take it from here, will you?
Glad to. So Brian's spot on with all of this. We go from that invitation to proving what we're doing and inviting people, again, inviting people to join us at the same time. So it's an action, it's a thanks, and a join us either right now or for our next session. We want to make sure we have an action shot of what's actually going on during the event. So we're showing the people and the volunteers we have on hand doing the work. And we want a call to action. So here's what this post says. Hey neighbors, we're out at Smith Farm Park today and we're getting after it. We're here until 3 p.m. cleaning up the park and we could use a few more people on our crew. If you got 30 or 60 minutes, come jump in. Bring a friend and help us make this place look amazing. Walk-ups welcome. Want the exact meetup spot or what to bring? Message us for details. Quick, easy, and reminding people you're out there and showing them that you're making a difference. And as a bonus, go live, grab a short video, interview a volunteer. Because key to all of this is capturing B-roll and background photos so that going forward you have a media library that you can use to help promote what it is you do as Lions and invite more volunteers to join us in what we do. Brian, let's bring it home with our after post. What do we do once we're done with the event? Brian, it's up to you to tell us.
Okay, we're going to wrapping this one up with a roar level clarity. You've done the project. The dust has settled. The smiles are still fresh. Everybody's yip-yoing around the park yet, just having a great had a great time. And now it's time for your after post. And this one's all about impact plus invite. So include three power moves. Numbers. How many people helped? What was the result? Second, you want to include thanks. Celebrate your volunteers and any local partners that came to help as well. And third, the next step. Tell folks how they can be a part of the next one. And when it make them looking forward to coming to join you again. And when it comes to the photo, just don't go with any old shot. Use your best group photo plus an image of the result. Clean park, packed meals, smiling families. That's the proof people connect with. As an example, hey neighbors, Smith Farm Park is looking great. It's looking awesome after today's Lions cleanup. Huge thanks to everybody who showed up. Missed it and want to help next time? Just message us. And for the bonus round, make a short reel or maybe a video montage showing your team in action. Highlight the fun, the difference, the community joy. Because here's the truth, people don't join meetings, they join impact. They join and want to make a difference. So show them where they can plug in and make that difference. Now that you've got a simple formula to promote a project, let's shift gears for a minute. Next up, we want some tips to level up your page and keep that lion love growing online. So let me pass you to the pro. Jody, you're much better at this than me.
So thank you, Brian. Before we jump over there, I do want to say one thing about the photos. And it's a question we get all the time. How do we handle it, with being able to get photo release forms? First of all, just so you know, in the resources, the copy of the adult and child photo release forms directly from Lions Clubs International are included. So you will have those at your fingertips at all times. Second of all, if you want to not worry about as many of those, especially if it's all adults volunteering, putting up signs around where you're doing your volunteer project, saying if you're here and you are giving consent to be part of our social media or be used in our media or what I'm sorry, I don't have the exact words for you right now. We'll get those for you. But that's a really important key point of it because we need to be very, very careful about whose images we show and making sure we have permission. So there's ways around it above and beyond having those. You can use the either paper forms for the release forms. You can create a form, an electronic form and have people sign those, or you can put up signs around the area to make sure that you're covered when it comes to getting photo release and permission to use images. All right, let's switch those tips Brian was talking about because we've given you those 3 steps, right? 3 simple ways that you can work with every post. We're going to go beyond that now, and how do we get further than that? So let's take a look at the first one. And this first one tip is about a call to action. 1 call to action, not 5, just 1. And a call to action is often seen, and you'll see this in some posts in different places, called a CTA. We aren't the only ones that love acronyms. So for your call to action, here's some examples. Want to help next time? Message us, bring a friend, sign up here, partner with us. And again, this is with love. If you make people guess what they're supposed to do next, they will not do anything. They'll read what you put out there and they'll keep on scrolling. So include that call to action. Brian, what's our next tip?
Jody, it's time to level up your social savvy with one powerful move. It's called tagging. Here's the deal. Tagging equals more reach, which is what we're trying to do, plus more credibility. It's like turning up the volume on your post so more people hear the roar. The more people that see this, the more it's going to be. This is where it's exponential of how the reach that we have with the Lions organization. Just type an at sign and the partner name or an at sign and location like at Bird Island and select their page. That's it. Tag anytime that you can. I'm not good at this. This is something you have to do multiple times in order to be able to not forget about it. It should just come naturally. Tag anytime you can. Volunteering with at sign partner name. Thanks at sign partner name. Live now at location Bird Island. Why? Because tagging expands your audience, builds trust with new eyes. It shouts out your partners and makes them feel the love. And here's the golden line to use in any post. Want to partner with us on something good? Message us. Simple, friendly, certifiably awesome. All right, Lions, go tag, go grow, and go make a great day for the whole community. Jody, give us more.
Awesome. Let's go with the hand in hand, the brother and sister of posting in the social world. So Brian talked about tagging. Many of us aren't doing that, and like Brian said, encourage you to do it all the time at every post possible. But the secondary piece, which some of you are aware of, is called hashtags. For those of us in my age bracket and a little bit older, we used to know them as pound signs. But these hashtags, what they do on social media is they help people find us. And they don't have to be complicated. And you shouldn't use a ton of them. 2 or 3 of them is more than enough. Here's one that I guarantee 99% of you aren't using and you desperately need to use. You see it on the screen. Hashtag volunteer with your community name, all one word. I gave you an example. Hashtag volunteer Madison WI because I'm from Madison, Wisconsin. That allows people that are looking to volunteer in my community to find me easily because our posts are going to show up when they do that search. So if you use a couple of consistent ones, people get used to it and it helps people find you and offer them the opportunity to volunteer alongside you. Brian, what's next on our list?
You know, it's time for a real talk tip that'll boost your posts every time. Remember, we're doing this to get good exposure, let people know the great things we do. Post like you're talking to neighbors, not like you're writing a corporate newsletter, not like you're recruiting a club report. Say it like you'd say it on a porch, in a grocery store, or even over coffee. Hey neighbors, we're going to do a coat drive this Saturday. Do you want to help? Here's what to leave out. Leave out those acronyms we talked about before. Leave out that inside jargon. Make it simple for them. Over Leave out over explaining your club structure. People don't care about it. Your litmus test. Would a non-lion understand what's happening and how they can help? If yes, you're golden. If not, simplify. Simplify it. Smile. Be human. Be able to relate to them because they want to relate to you because you're not just sharing a project. You're inviting someone to belong. Keep it real, keep it clear, keep it neighborly. Jody?
Next up, we're going to talk about photos. I'm checking out the chat while Brian's sharing his pieces here, and there's a lot of comments about photos. And I can't stress this enough. You know, marketing and photos is always the last thing if you even think about it. Maybe your chair snaps a few pictures and gets back to what they're doing, or one of your team members. And that's simply not enough. Because the reality is, if we truly want to tell our story, we need to give one lion or one volunteer one job. And their one job is to capture the event on their camera. Get it on camera. So there's a simple checklist for 6 photos or 6 images or videos to take. Get a welcome, get an action shot, get the team together, get your partners in on it. Get the impact and get a human moment. With those 6 shots, those 6 pieces, you can create before, during, after posts every time and begin building that media library I was talking about earlier for future marketing efforts. And what you see on the screen right now is just one summary of a larger piece of resource that's inside of those resource materials that talks about what it means to do a partner photo. What talks to about gives you some tips on what to interview people on and get that information so you can get the details and the media you need. So make sure that you assign one person to be your photographer, your videographer, your camera person. And if you don't have a club member to do it, remember back when we talked about micro volunteering? This is a perfect opportunity to reach out to the community and say, hey, we're cleaning up the park this weekend and we need someone to come and take some photos for us. Can you jump in for an hour and get some and take that job on? So it doesn't have to always be internal for you. Reach out and ask for help. Brian?
Remember, you guys, we're talking about giving your club good exposure within your community so that we can grow. Make sure that everybody gets on board with this. And I've got some good news, Lions. You don't need to become a full-time marketer to build a strong following. You just need a few habits and a whole lot of heart. And we all know we got that lion heart inside of every one of us. Here's your simple starter pack to build your followers without even burning out. Make your page easy to follow. Start with people you already know, friends, family, community connections. Turn volunteers into followers. Hey, follow our page to see your impact. They'll come back and they'll see your post then. Use one clear call to action. Keep it focused. Come join us. Do one small growth habit each month. Consistency equals perfection. And here's the power combo. Again, 3 posts per project. Tag your partners and your location. Why? Because that turns we volunteered and made an impact into more people saw us, more people joined us, more people want to become involved. That's momentum, that's visibility. That again is certifiably awesome. And with love, that doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be real, visible, tangible, and consistent. And don't forget, we got follow-up materials packed with plug and play ideas that you can use even if you're short on time. We all don't have enough time. So together we can get this done. Let's grow your page, let's grow your pride and your people. Jody?
So, Brian, this part is going to be, you say certifiably awesome. Well, this is going to be insane. Brian, can you invite Stephanie to the screen with us and add her in
Absolutely.
for me while I'm talking about this? So, what we just walked through is exactly what Lions social media, where we should start with Lions social media. Volunteering isn't just something we post about. Volunteering is our core offering. When people visit a Lions Club's Facebook page or any social media channel or web page, they're not looking for perfection. They're looking for proof. Proof that Lions are active, relevant, and making a difference in their community. That's why volunteering projects are always the #1 priority in our social media strategy. And now I want to show you how we build on that foundation. We are going to invite you um, to invited Stephanie to the screen because she and the amazing Lions over in MD 19 Washington got a grant from Lions Clubs International. And she's leading a team that has put together a incredible resource for each and every one of us to help us all have plug and play, easy to use graphics and social media posts that we can use beyond our own personal posts that we're putting out there to build our pages and to build our audience and grow our membership. Stephanie, I know that you have some success stories, you have a whole bunch of cool stuff. So, my friend, take it on over.
All right. Thank you, Jody. And thank you for having me. Yes, we have been having some success. It's been very exciting, and I can't wait to see what happens when the rest of the Lions USA start using some of the tools that we've created. And I just want to say what you and Brian presented about posting about our service projects, that is always number one. That's what's going to show people, who Lions are. That's opening the door for those conversations. So absolutely important. And what I want to show people today is going to supplement that. So let me share my screen. I think it's that screen. Share. All right. So I'm going to introduce to you our gift to you, Lions USA gift to you, our new social media kits. And these are, like Brian and Jody said, these are plug and play. And you can think of these as invitation posts, like the welcome mat. So they're not a replacement for your service project post. You still have to do that. The service project post of people volunteering, that shows people what Lions do. Think of these as the invitation post to invite them in to be part of it. And so we have created some professionally designed graphics. We've also put together some clear, welcoming captions in normal speak, just like how we would talk to our neighbors or our community, and put some suggestions together for you. So really all you have to do is copy and paste and post. Copy, paste, post. I think that should be a song. Someone should make a song. Copy, paste, post. So here we go. If you have your phone, like usually they're like, put your phones away. No, this is about action. Like Brian said, like Jody said, you can take your phone out. Go ahead and scan that QR code if you can. This is going to take you to the Facebook group for Lions USA. Okay, and this is where we have put the folder of these graphics for you. So you can go ahead and use that QR code. Oops, sorry. What happened? All right. Okay, so again, volunteering, that's those project posts. And now I'm going to show you these invitation posts. These work together. They come together. The community is going to see a volunteering post in their Facebook feed, and then it's going to be followed up by one of these simple invitations to get involved. And that's what's going to create that natural connection. And maybe you only have like one project per month, which is fine, especially like right now, it's kind of cold outside and stuff. And you're posting before, you're posting during the event, you're posting after, but these can also sort of fill in, right? Like we want to be posting a couple times a week. We don't want to just have the same thing every time we post, like, oh, we did this food drive. Oh, we did this food drive. Oh, we did, like, you don't want to see that like 8 times. So you can use these to supplement your volunteering posts. And this is really where the public is like, oh, wow, look at what they're doing. And then they get that invitation post and they're like, oh, I think I would like to do that. I think I could do that too. Oh, and look, they're telling me how to contact them in this really nice call to action. So this all works together. And let me tell you, it is amazing. And we do have some success stories that I will tell you about as well. So here's the steps. So all of you can do this. I showed you that QR code. Your first step to get these graphics is to join the Lions USA Facebook group. And before we started the session, we had 3,979 members in that group. If you're not already a member, please go join that group. I'd like to see how much we increase. I think that was kind of fun for me to take a before and after of that. So join the Lions USA Facebook group. There is a breadcrumb where you can click on media, or if you're on your phone, it might just be called albums. And that's where you're going to see the February campaign. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to choose a graphic that fits your club. You just copy it, paste it, and post it. So I'm going to stop my sharing and I'm just going to go live right onto Facebook. So where's my Facebook? Right here. Okay, where's my sharing? Right here. So share this screen. Okay. You all see that? Thumbs up in the chat. You see that? This is the Lions USA public group. We have about 3,979 members. If you're not already a member, you click the button over here that says join. Okay, so once you're on this page, this group, there is a link right here that says media. Hopefully you can see all this. Let me make it bigger. See right here? It says media. If you're on a phone, it might not say media. It might just say albums. So go ahead and click media and then click albums. So what you're trying to get to are the media albums. And this is where you're going to find the social media kit for February, and then in March, and then in April, and then in May. So February, click on the media kit, and we have created ready to post graphics for you for the February campaign. And February campaign is called Discover What You Love, because Valentine's Day is in February. And the message here is volunteering can help you discover what you love. And there's so many times I've talked to Lions all throughout the world, really, and they said, I never knew that I had a passion for this until I joined Lions, and I've, really have this sense of belonging, or I never knew that people really, valued my skills until I joined Lions. And so really volunteering can help people discover what they love, whether it's the belonging or the connection or just seeing the joy on someone else's face when you do a project that helps them. Volunteering really can help people discover what they love. So that's the theme for all of our graphics. We have graphics sort of by week. They're all together here, but in our multiple district, we separate them out. So every week you could use a different theme. But really, you can choose the graphics that go best with your member growth strategy. So if you are trying to appeal more to people with experience, and you want to let them know that in Lions they can use their skills, you might want to use these use your skills, use your talents type graphics. If you, during Valentine's week, we created these Valentine's graphics, so you can post these. Some of these are about like self-care and being good to yourself and being good to your heart. And one of the way you can do that is through meaningful connections, and you can find that at Lions Club. So there's some graphics to use around Valentine's Day. And then we also have, this is the week one graphics are on the bottom here. Discover what you love, belonging. Discover what you love, your actions matter. Discover what you love, you're welcome here. And here's a bonus. Like Brian and Jody were talking about, writing a message that's just like talking to your neighbor. When you click on one of these graphics that you like, there is a caption that we're suggesting. If you don't know what to say, here's a suggestion. Belonging starts with being welcomed just as you are. Lions bring together people from all walks of life who care about their community and enjoy serving side by side. If you're looking for connection, purpose, and a place to belong, you're always welcome here. And here's our call to action. Discover what you love. Message us to learn more. I even started out your hashtag for you. So hashtag volunteer Camas, Washington. Hashtag volunteer Bird Island. Volunteer Madison, Wisconsin. So all of these graphics, we've already put some little captions in here for you too. This one, oh, sorry.
Hey, Stephanie, can I just jump in for a second? There's
Yeah.
a lot of number of people in the chat that didn't get the QR code, and it's all good. First of all, you're going to get it in the resources. I feel like I keep repeating it, but it's true. I've also dropped the QR code and the link to the Lions USA Facebook group in the chat at least six, I think 6 times so far. So it is there for you and you can get there. And here's a cool thing. You can't break it. You download it, you copy and paste, and you're over and you're done. It's fantastic. So back to you, Stephanie.
Yeah. Right. So Facebook groups, the Facebook group is Lions USA. So that should be easy too. You can search for that. Click on media, click on albums. Here's the February campaign. Oh, I just love this graphic. Oh, what's it say? Oh, that's a good suggestion. I'll use that. Or you can mix and match. So this, I'm going to show you how easy this is. Just watch this. Right click, copy image. Go to my Facebook, start a post, right click, paste. That was so easy. How long did that take? Like 2 seconds? And then, oh, I'm going to use this right here, this caption. Right click, copy, go to mine, paste, volunteer, Camus. Wow. And then next, post, done. That's it. That's how easy it is to use this social media kit. And it's already in Facebook. You don't have to go anywhere. You just go to Lions USA Facebook group, find the graphics that match what you're looking for in member growth, pick your favorite ones, post them a couple times per week. Any other questions in the chat? Does anyone need to see anything again?
Definitely, there's a number of comments, but I haven't seen a lot of questions on this, except on how to get to it. And some comments that the simple right click copy might not work on phones, and that's okay. If you're only working on a phone, then there's other ways to get around that, and we can talk about that. We can talk about that later, or you can Google it. Hey, that Google thing works great for giving me step-by-step ways to get things done these days. So
On your phone, sometimes you can like press and hold on your
yes.
phone, like tap it and hold it and it will copy it. So lots of different ways. You can also, if you want, you can just right click it and save image. Like you can save it to your computer and then go to your Facebook, find where you saved it and post it.
Stephanie, I can confirm that yes, I just opened up the Discover What You Love with the young woman in a lion's vest, yellow lion's vest. I held it down and it automatically says saved my phone, share external. And you can then go from there with it.
Yep. Save to your phone. Sometimes you can even like hold it and you can like post it directly to Facebook. So lots of different ways.
That's the external part.
Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. Like you said. Okay. So easy, right? Like copy, paste, post. Pick your favorite ones. All right. So am I sharing? No. Did I stop sharing?
You did.
Okay. All right. So again, I'm going to reiterate because it's so important. Volunteering is always number one. The service that you're doing is the most important. These invitation posts, bringing people in, those are opening the door. They are saying, hey, come join us. Here's another thing. When you post those invitation posts and say, hey, come join us, come volunteer with us, the public, they're looking for proof, right? So they need consistency. This is why it's important to post about your projects, because if they get one of these invitations, they're going to go check you out and they're going to say, what do they do? Oh, look at that. They're doing this loads of laundry project. Oh, look, now they're planting a community garden. Oh, now they're at the food bank. Oh, now they're planting trees. And they're like, oh yeah, they are active in my community. I want to do that. But if they go to your Facebook and you say, join us, and they go and there's nothing there, they're not going to trust you. So posting consistently builds trust. Also, it's the proof that you're actually doing it, right? What Brian said, this is about action. Not only our action, but like we need the public to see that we're taking action. How are they going to know if we don't show them? And here's another one. I just learned this when reading the Zen of social media marketing. If we invite people and we spend the time to invite them to our store, let's just say we have a store and they walk in the store and the shelves are empty, they're not going to buy anything. So think of all of those, your service project, that's our offerings. That's what's on the shelf of the store. We need to have the store stocked with a lot of things. So when we invite someone and they come to our store, they walk in and they're like, wow, look at all this amazing stuff. And we need to have projects lined up. So when we get new members, right away, they're involved in service projects. Wow, look at all this stuff they have to offer. So volunteering, always number one. We need to have service projects ready for people to participate in. We need to have service projects that we're posting about before, during, and after. And then we can fill in with these ready-made graphics, inviting people to come, making sure we use that call to action. All right, I think we're ready to talk about homework. Is that okay to talk about homework?
Perfect, Steph.
All right. Do you want to talk about homework for the service projects?
Stephanie, I want to do whatever you want to do.
All right. I think you already sort of gave homework. You were like, we want everyone to be posting about service. So between now and in 2 weeks when we meet again, you have some homework to do. And it's about taking action. We want to see everyone doing this. And it's okay if you're not perfect. This is not about perfection. It's about practicing. It's about showing proof. So everyone go back to your Facebook pages and post about your service. Post about service project that's coming up. If you just finished service project, post about the impact that made. So do some type of post about this volunteer opportunity. Make sure you're using a really good photo. They gave you the tips about photos, and make sure you're using a caption that's speaking to the community, like your neighbors. And then try out your hashtag volunteer Madison, Wisconsin. Okay. So that's section A of your homework. Section B of your homework is go to the Lions USA Facebook group, go to the February campaign in the media album, figure out which graphics best fit your target audience or your membership growth goals, and post at least one, maybe do a couple of them within the next 2 weeks, post those graphics on your Facebook page. And remember that you can also use those captions, and don't forget your call to action. I like the one that says, are you curious? Are you curious about what Lions do? Come visit us. Are you curious? Come to our next project. And then also remember your hashtags. All right. How much time do I have? There's one thing I forgot.
We're a little behind, but
Oh, okay. Also, tagging. It doesn't say tagging, but another thing that you can do when you post these graphics, you can cross post to community Facebook groups, and you can tag partners as well. So if your community on Facebook has, the positive people of Puyallup, or, good things to do in Madison, Wisconsin, if there's Facebook groups that are active of people doing great things, you can join that group and you can cross post to those groups as well and get like-minded people that are interested in volunteering coming out.
Stephanie, there's a whole series of ideas along those lines in that resource I was referring to earlier.
Great. Awesome. Okay, so neighbors see Lions volunteering. This is why it matters. So when you get the word out, like, we don't want to be the best kept secret. We need to get it out there. And when people see Lions actively volunteering and there's a clear invitation for them to get involved, they begin to picture themselves in that. Like, oh, I could see myself doing that. My neighbors, Like, let's share it with them. Let's let them see themselves, you know, volunteering with us. And so this is how volunteering and service projects lead to growth. So please have fun with this assignment. I can't wait. Please use those hashtags. Any other, should we also,
Stephanie, can you just do me a huge favor? You've had a couple of clubs, at least one I know of that we talked about that's had a big success by doing exactly what we're asking everyone to do with these posts over these next 2 weeks. Can you just give a very quick recap of what their success has been?
absolutely. Thank you for reminding me. And shout out to Terry Blaze of Paulsbo Lions Club. She's the one that has made all the graphics. And as she's making the graphics, she's using them and posting them on Paulsbo Lions Club Facebook page. So go check them out. And she did this for the entire month of January. I think she posted daily. You don't have to post daily, but she posted very frequently, consistently, and they now have 6 new members in 1 month. So
Awesome.
this works. This
That's
absolutely
amazing.
works. She did it.
I'm going to drop the Paulsville Lions Club's page into the chat for you all. But wow, so cool. Hey,
Yes.
Brian, I think it's time for you to take us on to the next piece, and we'll bring you on screen along with Stephanie because it is time to go for Q&A, my friend.
Wonderful, Jody. Thank you. Thank you, Stephanie. Before we jump into Q&A, Stephanie, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is why Lions USA and its affiliates was created. You're a rock star. And please thank your whole team too. You know, I surround myself with people and things that make me look good. And you just did that for me. You're going to make me look good. This information is going to make every club look good. It's going to get people excited about joining. That's why we're doing this, a current service oriented club. Remember, our social media and our website should be outward facing for the public. And that's what you're doing. This isn't internally for us, this isn't for our members. Use it as a recruiter, like you just said. What you
Terry's
build.
on. So say thank you to Terry too.
Thank
Terry
you,
Blaze.
Terry.
Terry, you
What a
rock.
great team you got. What you guys have built in multiple District 19 with a PR grant is the kind of support clubs actually need. This is what you do with a grant. And every one of you can get that because most of us aren't sitting around with time to write captions or make these graphics. These kits take the pressure off. You can grab it, you can post it, you can grab an image, you can tweak a line if you want, and you're done. Copy, paste, post, steal. That's what that's for. And I love that you're organized by audience and monthly themes. So whether you're growing an existing club or building a new one, you're not starting from scratch. Thank you, Stephanie Odell. This is going to help a lot of clubs. Everybody give Stephanie and her team a yip yo in the chat.
Before you
Awesome.
yip, before you yip yo, I am once again dropping the link to the Lions USA Facebook group and the QR code in the chat for you. It
The
will
yip
be
yo threw
available
that
in the
right off the
resources.
screen.
Look at all those yip yos. It's fantastic. Hey, Brian,
Okay.
are you ready for this?
It is. It's Q&A time now, Jody. We just covered a lot, and we know that you have questions. So ask anything about what we shared today or any marketing or PR question you want some quick advice on for your club. Drop these questions in the chat. Give them to the moderator called questions. While you're doing that, let me introduce you to our panel of marketing experts, part of the Lions USA marketing team. You already know Jody and Stephanie. Joining them are going to be Carrie Bessel Bartley from Oregon. We got Judy Zurs from Minnesota. And we got Hannah Maxwell from Minnesota. We will answer as many questions as possible live. And answers to all the questions are going to be in the follow-up resources that we give to everybody, okay? So here's our team. We got them all on the screen there,
Brian,
Jody.
Brian, just so you know, Carrie and Hannah both had other conflicts that came up that they had to take on this evening, so they couldn't join us. But they are definitely part of the Lions USA marketing team, so we appreciate them and appreciate the call out.
And we know how that happens, but I know you guys are going to do awesome. Let's start out, and I took the questions. shoved it through AI, and so we prioritize them the best that we can. Let me start with one, and this will be open to you guys. If a club could do one thing this week, one thing for the rest of the week to look more real, more active, or welcoming online, what should they do if they could do one thing this week, you guys?
I would say what Stephanie just told us, what that assignment the homework is, is get out there and do it. And Stephanie and her team have made it so easy. So post something about what your club's doing first this week. If you only do one post, post something about what your club's doing. If you're doing something coming up, if you had never talked about how great it was that you did the hunger project at the beginning of January, whatever it is, post something with impact that your club did with photos. Then, if you have the time, use one of those really cool tools Stephanie and her team created off of the Facebook group of Lions USA. Those are the things that get your conversation started. Those are what draw people in. That's all it takes. You're talking 10 minutes of work this week. Can you do that? I'm busy. I can make 10 minutes.
Give it a shot. You got to start somewhere, don't you?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Let me give you another one here. What are some suggestions for Lions who are great at recruiting, but they're intimidated by even starting to work with social media?
They could recruit someone who's good at it. They don't have
Yeah.
to do it all themselves. You could have a team, a communications team. Like I don't do everything myself. And the other thing is, you can also tell them they don't have to be perfect. You're not going to break the internet. I'll just do a little bit. It's not rocket science. Just just try it. You'll get better. I make mistakes all the time and I'm like, "Well, that didn't work." But then I kind of figure it out. And I have a team. I don't do everything myself. And I have a different view than other people on my team. So we get a really good mixture when we share that. And also when we talk together, our ideas get even better. And so they should, share the responsibility.
Share. It's always good about sharing and get people involved. You don't have to be the one that does it all. I think that's the biggest thing. Hey, Judy, my club doesn't always meet in the summertime. Sometimes it feels like we don't have many things going on. What should a club post when there's no project this week? So the page still looks like we're active and are still inviting without feeling like it's just filler or I'm just killing time. And if you would unmute yourself.
Oh, she might not be able to yet.
Yeah,
She's
let me see if I
hold
can.
on. I got her. I got her. All right, Judy, you should be able
There we
to
go.
Hey,
unmute it.
go. There we go. I would say just use some of these posts that Stephanie had. Just keep the awareness, the visibility going. Maybe give people a little taste of what's coming up, what you've got planned. If you're not real active right now, you've got something else planned that's coming up. Get a little interest going there.
You could also add a passive service project. You could collect plastic for Trex benches. That is not something your club needs to meet to do. You could be doing gumball sales. Our club gets gumball checks from an organization that uses the Lions name and our name. You can do eyeglass collection. You can post about things that are going on, even though your club's not meeting.
Right.
Great. How do we get a sense or a measurement whether our social media is really hitting the mark or is it effective?
So if you have a professional or a business Facebook page, which every club should be a business page, if you have a business page, you can see the analytics. So you can tell how your posts are performing. And we can go into a whole nother session on analytics because it's a lot more advanced than what we're talking about tonight. But you can see how posts are performing. But I'll tell you what, the real measure of it is what Stephanie was just talking about a few minutes ago. It's people showing up that you've never seen before to volunteer with you. It's people asking you questions. It's people wanting to join. It's the interaction. It's the connections with new partners that are all of a sudden reaching out and you don't have to reach out to them. That's how you truly know it's working.
Here's a good one. You know, we all do fundraisers and we're in here for service, and that's how we get people to join. So outside of club meetings, our members are mostly seen fundraising. I mean, that's the big thing where they see us around town, which may give the wrong impression to prospective members. I think we need to be seen more doing service projects. Anybody, give us your thoughts on that. And how do we do it with our social media?
You all know if you don't talk, Jody talks, right? Stephanie, Judy. It's exactly what you said. If we're doing service, and we talked about this earlier, the social media and the invitations become so much easier. And service is the heart of all of it. So that's what it's not rocket science, like Stephanie said. It's getting out there and doing something. And it doesn't have to be something big. Show up and do a kindness booth and a pop-up kindness booth where you're just talking to people and letting them talk, saying, hey neighbors, how's it going? Go and shovel someone's sidewalk if you're in the shovel spot. If you go rake someone's lawn, whatever it is, find ways to serve and then share that story and invite others to join you. I think the biggest problem I see, I've worked with a lot of clubs over the last few years in particular. And whenever I talk to them about, do you invite the community to come serve and volunteer beside you? Well, we tell them we're doing the project. That's not what I asked. Are you inviting people outside of your club or the Lions organization to come and volunteer with you? Because that is the best way to get them hooked on volunteering and hooked on Lions. Give them that opportunity to serve and volunteer us alongside us, and they understand full well then what it means, and they'll come back for more because they'll get hooked. Hey, Brian, before you go to the next question, can I, after Stephanie adds to that, I have one that I desperately need to answer that I saw and
Yep.
it's on the list. So go, Steph.
So in all of the member surveys that I've ever done and seen, no one has ever said, I joined Lions Club for fundraising. That is not why people join Lions. They join Lions because they want to volunteer, they want to give back, they want to have a sense of belonging, they want to, meet people, but no one says fundraising. So that's not our number one priority in inviting people into the club. Our number one priority is volunteer, give back to the community, sense of belonging, use your skills, use your talents, be connected.
The power of this is outfacing. Again, this isn't for our members. This is for our community, and we forget about that. Stephanie, I got one more question for you before I got like three or four good ones coming up here in a moment too here that I want you to ask Jody. Stephanie, who curates the graphics and can we add to them? How can we add to this library? Is this something we're looking for, being able to build onto this?
Yeah, so that's the beauty of a Facebook group. So people that in a group, think of it as a bulletin board, an old school bulletin board, and anyone can go put things up in the bulletin board. That's what this Facebook group is. So we will have our monthly campaign up there and post that for you. But all of you, if you have graphics, you can share them too. You can post them to the Facebook group for people to use. Just like we do on, I saw someone say, the cool Lions graphics. So Terry puts stuff on there. I put stuff on there. I get stuff from there. And sometimes I'll look around and there's a lot of people using the same graphic. So we're all sharing. It's not like we're going to say, like, don't use my stuff. But please, if you have a talent for this, if you have an idea, if you have a theme, please share it with the rest of us. That's what the group is all about.
Thank you, Stephanie. Jody, I know you've dealt with this one before, and I've had like three or four or five questions in regards to this. Our club Facebook page got shut down for using the Lions brand, and we lost everything. What's the safest way to set up a new page and use Lions branding correctly so it doesn't happen again? I also had some like there are there people at LCI that can help us fix this. How do we go about fixing it if it happens to us?
It's such a great question, and I'm not gonna lie, it totally sucks. You've done all this work, built up this page, and all of a sudden it's gone. So there's a couple of things that we can do. First of all, I was on a call with LCI Marketing, and I asked them again about this the other day, and I got a really great way to look at this. And this isn't just happening to Lions, by the way. This is happening to franchisees everywhere. And if you think about the fact that we've got Lions International who owns the brand according to Meta, and that's how they look at it. And we, all of our clubs, as far as Meta is concerned, are franchisees underneath of it. And if we're posting, we aren't part of that whole parent organization. They see us as illegitimate. So here's what LCI has done. They have worked with Meta and they've done what they can from their standpoint. I'm going to drop into the chat first a couple of things. This is a blog post that our Jackie McKenzie, who runs our Lions Clubs International social media, this is a blog post she put out on January 9th, a year ago, on January 2025, explaining about Lions Facebook page suspensions and brand protection. I'm not going to read it for you, but I will tell you it gives you ideas on what you can do to protect yourself following the rules. The other thing that is really, really important is this is the suspension reporting form. And I'm dropping that in the chat as well. And I'm going to show you what these look like in a second here. Lions Clubs International is set up this suspension reporting form page because what they can do afterwards, if you've been suspended, and they can't guarantee you're going to get your page back, but if you notify Lions Clubs International what the page number, the URL of the page was, your club name, district, country, which pages were removed by Meta, either yes, it was Facebook or Instagram pages removed by Meta, your name and your contact information, and hit submit. LCI is going to work to try to reach back through to Meta and let them know that you are a legitimate portion of the Lions organization and your page should be reinstated. Now I'm going to repeat it again, and I want you to hear this loud and clear. Just because you fill out this form and Lions Clubs International goes to bat for you does not mean your page is coming back, but you at least have a shot at it. That's step one if you've lost your page. Step two, I'm back here, and here's the post that I was talking about, that blog post that I just shared in the chat with you. This is the post that they put out there about what Facebook recommends. And if you come down here, tips to improve suspension appeals, talks about if you're appealing the suspension, what you can do, and then how you can prevent Lions Club Facebook page suspension. And these are simple things that I want you to hear because they also help with keeping your page alive with multiple members. Number one, add multiple admins to the club page. You should have at least 3 members of your club that have full administrative rights to your social media platforms and your web page and any other resource that you have as a club. Ensure all page admins have active accounts that follow Facebook community standards. That means I am Lion Jody Burmester, and I am the admin on the Madison Central Lions page. I then need to make sure that I keep my Lion Jody account active and that I'm following community standards, because that does play into what happens with your club page. You need to regularly engage with other accounts. It goes back to what we were talking about with connecting and building your following. Engage with your partners, engage with Lions Clubs International, engage with your members, engage with whomever it is. You need to moderate content aligned with Facebook policies. That's gobbledygook legalese for saying, make sure you're following up and responding to the posts and comments on your posts. If there's inappropriate comments, remove them. Engage with your own audience. It helps build trust. It helps build your page and your following, and it also keeps you clean as far as Meta is concerned. And then last but not least, you can subscribe to Meta Verified for proactive account protection. What does that mean? You can become a verified account on Meta as a club page with a few simple steps, and it's available as you look at your page. It'll say, do you want to it's a verification opportunity that shows up as a button on your page. So it's terrible, it's not fun, but there is some hope on the backside that you may have an opportunity to get your page unsuspended. If not, if you're building from scratch, start to make sure you're in a good place with it. That resource list we keep talking about, there is a resource that helps you build a clean page with all step-by-step in plain English to start a new Facebook page if you have to go down that path.
Let me do one more here. Okay, this is a two-part question, and we'll end it with this. Do you have insights, any one of you, that we can share with our club members to convince them of the use of social media in our marketing strategy? They're old time, they're not old, they're seasoned people, they don't want to do it, My second part to this question is we do good work, but our posting is inconsistent because nobody wants to own social media. What's the simplest system for assigning roles so that it happens without burning out just one person?
Stephanie or Judy, you want to take that second one? While I'm looking up some great new stats because I don't want to give you old stats.
So, for proof that social media works, tell them the story you heard about Paulsville Lions Club. She posted for 1 month. We just started in January. She posted in the month of January and they got 6 new members. It works. My club, we've been posting consistently, not as much, but consistently for about 2 years now, and we have doubled in size because people know about us now. At first, people were like, what? We have a Lions Club here? And now, guess what? They're calling us. They're like, will you partner with us? How do I join you? Oh, the Lions are here. Oh, the Lions could do that. So, getting the word out and being visible in your community, this is a game changer. We can't remain the best kept secret. And what's it going to hurt? Why, like, you want proof that it works? What if it doesn't? It's not going to make it worse. Try it. It will work consistently. And just try it for 30 days. See what
Yeah.
you get for 30 days.
Awesome.
And I would say if one person's not interested in doing the whole thing, get a couple people to team up, get some help, get some high school kids who are willing to come in and help with it. Anybody who could you could partner with that could help out with it. Share the burden.
And
Another
talk,
thing on the time commitment with these ready-made graphics all in a row, if you have someone who's good at it, they can pick 4 graphics and schedule all 4 of them. I want this on Monday, this on Wednesday, this on Friday, this on Thursday, and they can do all 4 of them in like less than 10 minutes. They can schedule 2 weeks worth of posts.
So for those of you who don't know what that looks like, because you have a personal Facebook page and you can't do it there. If your club has got a page that's set up as a business page, then you can go ahead and schedule. It opens up all of these time-saving opportunities and options for you. And there's been a lot of questions about how come we're only not talking about other social media channels. I'll go back to what we said at the beginning. We've got a lot of information we can share with you on that, but these same tools that we've given you and these same concepts and ideas and skills cross over to every social media platform. The difference, there's some idiosyncrasies and differences we don't have time to get into tonight, but Meta, the Facebook gang, also owns Instagram. So you can link your club Facebook page with an Instagram account and post to both of them at the same time, or you can do what we recommend you do, which is change the words, the copy, the verbiage, the post itself when you go to Instagram to be more friendly to the Instagram audience. And that again is something we can talk about later. Or you can just go to Lions Market to Grow by going to lionsvirtual.org, and it will rewrite every post for you depending on what platform you're looking to put it on. I would take one of Stephanie's posts and say, rewrite this Facebook post for Instagram and LinkedIn because that's where I am. And in 2 seconds, I get what it should say on those different accounts. I can then, as Stephanie just showed us on Facebook, copy and paste and be over and done with it. So technology makes it much easier and a much easier lift. And back to what Judy said just very quickly, this is exactly what that episodic volunteering thing is we keep talking about, or the micro volunteers. People are looking to make a difference the way they can. Someone out in your community is looking to volunteer. They can't show up at projects. They can't necessarily show up at a meeting, but they darn well have 10 minutes a week to help you get your social media on track. So it's about reaching out and asking and building those connections.
there's nothing saying you can't target the members we're trying to get. We want people to help us in every avenue that we can. Stephanie, Jody, Judy, I want to thank you guys. You have made my life so much easier. I'm going to give this a shot. It's good to be able to give this a shot to be able to get some things done. And I'm going to start right with our club as well. Thank you guys so much. I think this was very great. And again, this is about growing our clubs. This is about getting people. I loved your stories. Thank you guys so much. And people ask, how do we get a hold of you guys? There's an email. You can use marketing@lionsusa.org. We're also creating, join the Facebook page, ask your questions out there so everybody can help everybody. We're also working on some WhatsApp pages as well. So there's a lot of avenues there for you guys to be able to ask your questions. Thank you all so much. So let's do our final comments here. This is the grand finale. That's what's next up. February 17th is our fourth and final session of the Grow program here. Keep growing. This is where we bring it full circle, you guys. We're kicking things off by sharing the real results that you created through your social media posts from this session. That means your visibility, your voice, your action is already moving the needle. And we're not done yet. The final session is going to be your launch pad. It's not the end, it's the ignition point for what comes next. We're going to hit the start button. So finish strong, show up loud, and come ready to take some actions. We need action here because your club or a new club does not grow by accident. It grows because you made it visible. It grows because you invited people. It grows because you believed in people. Let's close this series with a roar because together we can get it done. Okay, Lions, let's bring this home with a roar. Marketing your club isn't about being flashy, it's about being visible. It's about showing the heart behind the service, the impact in the community, and the joy of belonging to something that matters, that makes a difference. You know what I'm talking about. When people see your club making a difference, smiling, serving, and showing up, they don't just admire it, they want to be a part of it. So here's your rhythm: make it visible, make it inviting, making it something people can't wait to join, and then invite them, ask them, and induct them. Because every new lion means more hands, more hope, and more awesomeness. A huge shout out to Jody, Steph, Carrie, Judy, Hannah, all of you guys, and the incredible team behind this session. They are the magic makers who put in the work and make success show up on the surface. Give them all a yip yo in the chat. This has been unbelievable. Let's go build what matters. Jody, close us out, will you please?
Oh, Brian, I would love to. Here's the reality. Today wasn't really just, it wasn't marketing tips. It really wasn't. What today was really about is the stuff that keeps a club alive. It's called capacity building because when people can find you, everything changes. We saw examples of that tonight when we talked about them. They can volunteer with you, they can partner with you, they can donate, they can show up, and they can join. So visibility is not vanity. Visibility is an invitation, and it hits both sides of the growth that we're looking for. First, existing clubs. We're done letting the same 5 people do everything forever. If your calendar is full but your roster is thin, this is how we fix it. More people seeing your impact means more people raising their hand. Second, with new clubs don't start with a meeting. They start with someone noticing you and thinking, hey, I could be part of that. We're not trying to turn anybody into a marketer here. We are lions, we volunteer, we lead, we show up. We're just adding simple tools that help the community see what we're already doing because growth should feel doable, not intimidating. So here's that nudge for the week. It goes back to your assignment for these next 2 weeks. Create your club Facebook page or clean it up, add what needs to be added. Make it public, make it current. Make it easy to understand in 5 seconds that you're real and doing great things. Start building those followers like you're building relationships, one person at a time, and then post those real projects and real volunteer opportunities. Keep it human, talking to your neighbors. Because you are talking to your neighbors. And really, what's really important is start simple. Don't get overwhelmed. You can go crazy and spend all day, every day doing marketing, but you don't need to. Start simple, stay consistent, and let people see the good you're doing. Then give them that clear one next step, that call to action to jump in and help you. Because more members equals more volunteer power. More volunteer power equals more community impact. And you can't argue with the success that we're seeing. Let's get out there and build it. It's up to each and every one of you to take it from here and do it. So with that, Brian, I believe we are done. What a cool, I was excited before we started this, but dang, now I'm not going to sleep tonight because I'm so fired up. So let's go out with one of my new favorite songs that's going to make some of you older humans laugh a little bit. But the reality is this. I want you to listen to the words to this song. It is the theme song from Laverne and Shirley in 1970s sitcom, Making Our Dreams Come True, because that's what you all are doing. You're making our dreams come true. So let's hope the audio plays here.
You made our dreams come true,
Are you
everybody.
hearing it?
Nope.
You silly.
And I'm not going to sing it either.
Oh, please do, Brian. I would prefer you sing it, actually.
Making our dreams. Nope. Not going to work.
How's that?
Doing it our way.
All right,
Thanks
everyone.
everybody for showing up.
Have a great. Get on it, people. Get on it.
Get out there, do those assignments. Go back. I'm going to listen to this recording 3 or 4 times. I am. I learned so much today. Don't tell my wife. I tell her I know everything.
All right, we'll see you all in 2 weeks. Can't wait to hear about the success of what you do with your assignment. Thanks, everyone.
Complete it. Come on back again next time. Bring your friends. Bring your neighbors. Bring your new members.
Love it. Later, everyone.
What a great time. What a great